memory to me.
Just because this gear is pathetic. Oh, I guess we're getting flagellants this round. Okay, okay. We can work with that. We need some flagellants. We need one for the challenge. Compulsive's terrible. Flood release doesn't matter. Beastator's good. Slugger is mediocre on a bleed-based class. Curious is terrible. Night blindness is fairly terrible. But again, not that terrible on a flagellant because it's percent damage, which you don't really care about that much there. Quick draw. Curious. All three of them have curious. Are you fucking kidding me? Compulsive, curious, curious. So not cool. And then we have a kleptomaniac on the fourth one. Wow. Those are the three worst quirks. Curious, compulsive, and klepto. Those are the three worst right there. Alright, where are we going? Can the flagellant resist his self-bleed? The flagellant doesn't have a self-bleed. Dazzling Mirror. Bloody Fetish. The Swordsman's Crest. The Haste Chalice. The Blading Satchel. Oh, you're talking the shitty heal?
Fresh kegs, cards,
I guess there is a.
and curtain
I guess I'm wrong about
rooms
that.
promise
There is definitely a
solace to
self
the
bleed on that.
weary and broken
Can he
alike.
resist it? Yeah, all bleeds are resistible. So my assumption is yes, he can resist it in the same way the occultist resists it. But I never use that ability because that ability is terrible because the heal is too small. I don't want to do any of these. There's nothing here for us. We don't care about any of these things. Give me reasonable items on reasonable length quests that aren't bosses right now. I don't want this item. Unless I do. Do I want this item? God, these items are so fucking crap. I could take the Haste Chalice if I'm using Vestals primarily as damage dealers. You don't tend to use them primarily as damage dealers after the first level 0 missions. But maybe it's time to go for camping. Yeah. What else could I want besides speed and stun? This is minus stun. So, you know, the opposite of that. Oh man. If you're talking this item here, this the reason why I don't love this item is because you often still aren't faster than the Bloodsuckers, and it almost always makes you faster than your healers. And whereas in random missions, being faster than your healer only sometimes results in death, in the very, very hard missions, being faster than your healer regularly results in death. So I guess I could put this on the healer, but the healer tends not to be doing a lot of the stunning. I don't know. It just doesn't seem to fit very well. If you get very fast classes that are much faster than your healer, they're still faster than your healer when they're on death's door with the bleed on them. So that's my concern with this item, because I did use it and I did run into problems with it for exactly that reason. I mean, you're kind of right in the part though. Like speed and stun is pretty much the two optimal skills. By the way, or optimal item stats. I thought you were talking about the chalice when we were first talking, but it's pretty clear you're talking about this item. Like, speed and stun are really, really, really powerful attributes. Alright. Is it time. Probably. The runes or the wield? The wield. We bring guys. We bring Ismeraldiel. It's good. It's more therapy for Billy because he's really fucking needy. We already recruited people? No, we haven't. Because we're trying to round and round I go. Alright. The goal is to figure out where we're going. We found where we're going. The next goal is to identify who's going so we don't have to do it, so we don't treat them. Clutter ill-fated, love interest, that would be fine. God, I keep ending up with this comp because these are the characters who don't have a bunch of shitty quirks. It's manageable. Alright. That's who's going. Let's get rid of some classes here. Roster is currently full. Man, it kind of sucks that they're all compulsive. Do I like quick draw flagellants? I do. Hylomania is the worst secondary attribute of the three. Night blindness is pretty bad. Flood release is nothing though. So we're probably going to take these two. Alright, Rip Sun in exile.
Slumped shoulders, wild eyes, and a stumbling gait.
And welcome
This one is no more good to
Sun
us.
in exile. Good, good.
There is power in the blood.
And what else
for
do we
those
have
with the
too many of?
fortitude to pay the price.
Well, we can't have 2 of each class because that's bigger than the max roster size, which is 28 compared to 32. So we gotta be really careful with triples then, because we really can't afford triples, which probably means I need to get rid of another Vestal. Seems kind of stupid. I gotta make room. I gotta get the Abomination in here. I gotta get a Antiquarian in here. I think we have triple Hounds too, don't we? No, just double Hounds. We have double Hounds, double Occultists, double Highwaymen. I like to level those double Flagellants. I don't think we want double Jesters. Alright, Rip, Cook.
The task ahead
And
is
welcome.
terrible, and weakness cannot be tolerated.
Cook. Alright. Alright, we need to sanitize. Be really nice to level this up more. The yips should really go. I want to get these guys leveled as soon as possible, so I need to get rid of the terrible, terrible things like compulsive. So, Beast-Tater compulsive. Am I locking in Beast-Tater? It's gonna help me some places. Which darkest dungeon am I sending him in? Not 4. And it helps in 1, 2, and 3. That's probably worth having. Expensive. Alright. So that taken care of. Let's take a look at our skills. We need that. We're in position 2 again. This doesn't do crit versus marked, right? No, it's just damage. Alright. We're looking at this, that. I don't know if I want to level Hound's Harry. I'm really considering leveling Target Whistle. Okay, everybody else looks relatively good. So time for gear. Can't afford gear, don't have the parts for it, so it makes no difference. I'm gonna do this under geared then, I guess. Melee damage is here. Is it? Melee damage is there. All the rest of this shit sucks. Where's my move charm there? It's the worst stone worth bringing on anybody. Doesn't really feel like it. -2 speed's a pretty huge penalty. I don't think so. I don't think that's going anywhere. Alright, let's take a look at the stress that needs to be dealt with. God fearing's only praise, right? Really do not want to waste resources in here. Alright. Short on money. High on stress. Not loving it so far. Provision. Yes, Moonglow. I don't know, what should the command be? Like slacker? I don't know what the command needs to be. We need a command for that though, because I don't want to repeat the whole thing every single time. But this weekend was extremely busy. We had some unexpected chores that came up that I wasn't expecting to have to do that messed up with my time, as well as family stuff, as well as a outdoor climbing trip for the 3 days that I was not streaming. So I was extremely busy and did not get to some of the things I wanted to get to. Alright, oh, camping. Revel, we would like Hound's Watch. It's 3, it's 6. It'd be 10. We have Encourage somewhere? Yeah, we do. Alright. Unless the dude's got it. But we're gonna want it.
At home in wild places, she is a stalwart survivor and a strict instructor.
Fuck, that's so much money. Alright, let's make sure these characters don't die. Okay. How do I name characters? Is it a voting system or is it sub only? It's neither. It's donation only. Okay, team set up, items are set up, sanitarium set up. Their stuff is as leveled as I can do it. We need to make money here. Let's grab some of these. Let's grab 2 of these. 1 of those. 1 of those. 2 of those. We're very low on resources right now. Whew. Like insanely low on resources. Do we sell 3 torches for shovels? Alright. Stupid stress healing. Costing me money. Money I don't want to pay. Okay.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
That is a shitty medium. And it's, if you guys look, it's all the way up then all the way back down. Not good, man. Not good. Alright. Dodge.
Ringing ears.
Shitty crit.
Blurred vision. The end approaches.
My turn? I don't know what happened with our speed rolls. Oh, bulimic on the first fucking one, too. And another stun. Stun before we act. It's so shitty.
Be gone, fiend.
They're speed 3. Why did they all go ahead of us?
Another one falls. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Well, that was a kind of bad fight.
This expedition at least promises success.
I want to have
Ambushed
highlight
by
for as
foul
much of this as
invention.
possible. So I'd like scouting chances in the early part of this dungeon. But I'm running a little bit low on light to keep doing that.
A kind
Money on
gesture.
Shamblers. I don't think this group can handle it. Underleveled. Thank you, Oak Dragon. You'd like to add Rakuso to the list? Alright. 2 empty things. Well, we want to explore rooms. Let's scout past here. That'll take keys. It's both good.
Terrors may indeed stalk these shadows, but
I think I will spend a shovel
of gold.
around this area. Map's pretty useless. I'll take a shovel to scout a room over here. So it means one less room I have to do on the other end, and one more curio.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading
Although
corruption.
truly, the curio requires a
Malformed
shovel.
with misintent.
Just a little bit greedy. We need money. Fight just spawned. All it takes is one stress nuke to put this guy over 100. It's annoying. Alright, they're high crit chance units. Do I have dog treats right now? I do. This guy needs to die as soon as possible. I wonder if we're gonna end up doing the no stress healing run primarily in the dark for money. Doesn't sound real good, but
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I can understand a little bit.
A kind gesture.
Galix! Thank you very much. I'll add you to the list. Alright, damage there. My guys are feeling virtuous.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Stun them out. Some damage. Damage. Actually, he's dead before he acts. It's pretty good for us. Try to get some healing. One across the board. The big heals. Like it. At least no dot.
Death
Okay.
by inches.
But we did get half this crappy dungeon out of the way. Oh, another fight just fucking spawned. Could you quit? Surprise round is really good for us. Less so when they dodge. Okay. Sure, absolutely go. Maybe we can kill him?
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
You get stress healing for being the guy doing the killing shot. Some of the time, it doesn't seem to be 100%.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay. We're spawning him. Try to kill this guy before he acts. Try to kill this guy. Okay.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Food ping. Got a long ways to go with only 12 food in the bag. Just kind of hoping to camp. So just trap this arm like 60. It's not enough. Okay. $75 stress is a hell of a lot. Need these. Could throw out the stack of 2 food, but I'm kind of hoping to pick up 2 more. I could throw out the anti-venom since they have very limited use here. It's probably my best option. I mean, they're not totally useless. They're useful in luggage if I don't have keys, and they are useful on poisonous trees. The thing about poisonous tree is that if you pick up a poisonous tree and you don't have that, you don't get the loot necessarily, because it's just a chance based whether you roll in the loot. But there's also a decent element of just getting the loot anyways and just taking a blight, which isn't that big a deal. Okay, let's pop torchlight. Man, I'm tempted to camp in this next room. In which case I should conserve the torchlight by not popping the torch. And I'm also kind of hoping to trigger the scouting whistle, which did not trigger. Okay, let's camp. We're gonna
Gathered
feast
close in tenuous firelight.
and stress.
Uneasy companionship.
I'm going to run therapy dog. Really tempted to run rebel. but I don't think I have the money for it right now. So we'll run Encourage. We will run Release the Hound, possibly. It means I don't get Guarantee. Should have done this the opposite order. That's why you should map it out first. Alright, so no nighttime ambush. We'll run Scouting. Okay. Good.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
So Holly recorded his perspective of last week's D&D, so you could link viewers to his vid. I don't know how much stuff he sees. Does that spoil anything? Okay, pretty easy fight. Hypothetically, an easy fight anyways. 2 damage there. Let's kill that. Stun them. Let's do damage here. I mean, honestly, the last video was just the start of a fight. There's not a lot of RP going on in that was missed. We're gonna recap it at the start of next week. I'm not too worried about it. Alright. Damage on these skeletons. We're in the wrong fucking dungeon. They had 1,250 gold on them, so welcome, skeletons.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Alright, let's throw the bandage at this. Also 1,250 gold, it's quite nice. Want my scouting while I can. Empty rooms with curios are always nice. That's why we wish we had a tree. The anti-venom, rather. Too bad. Ah, that's terrible. That means we're almost certainly gonna take a full stress hit. Pump the light up for this area. There's a fight here. Grubs. Okay. Let's try to one-shot. Nice.
Executed
Doubly
with
nice.
impunity.
Not quite as nice. Nice.
Back to the pit.
Alright.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Okay, we have
Success so
picked up
clearly
every
in
room
view.
along the way.
Or is
It is
merely
possible
a trick
that
of the light?
this next room ends the dungeon. Considering how low we are on light or food, that'd be really nice. Yeah. Normally I'd want to continue on here, but I don't have enough food. And I don't want to take a stress hit after spending all that time avoiding stress. So I think we just come back with what we have, which is a little bit not good, since that's not that much money, and we really didn't pick up shit for heirlooms either. But the dungeon didn't really cooperate that well with us, so that's what we're doing. When we go.
Paths and roads
There's nothing to
bring
poke head into.
soldiers
We've
and
scouted the
supplies.
corridor. There's nothing in the
Let them
entrance of that
arrive
corridor.
unharried.
That I saw anyways. Alright. Kleptomaniac, you little fucker. Digophobia is pretty bad too. Night Owl and Dacnomania. It's 2 that have to be treated out of that though.
A
Amethytic.
flesh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.